Hello, everybody. This is Roxanne Harris, and today I want to welcome you to a little webinar on scheduling your daily methods of operation in order to rock out your doTERRA business. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here, and we're going to look at some really cool information that I think is going to be really helpful for you. So this is me and my Mr. Wonderful, Scott Harris, and what a babe, eh? He is my rock. He is an amazing business partner, helps with strategy, helps with wisdom, and all of the hugs on the days where maybe I just didn't quite get it right. But guys, I want to talk to you today about how you can schedule your success, because success is scheduled, it's not accidental. So what do you schedule to be successful with your doTERRA business? Well, that would be everything. All right. So one of the biggest downfalls that people make with their doTERRA business is they don't treat it like a business. They treat it like a hobby or a part-time thing that they do whenever they feel like it. And then they're disappointed because they're not getting the results that they're looking for. And so we want to make sure that we're getting all of the results all of the time. And that means that we have to treat our business like the investment that it is. So we need to look at time blocking. Even though you may go with the flow, maybe you're a squiggle or a circle, or you feel that you just can't stick to a timeline or a time frame, your business unfortunately doesn't really go with the flow, right? Your business works when you work. Your business works when you invest time and energy into it. And so what I want you to consider is, first of all, write down right now. You should have a notepad with you, but write down, what are your life priorities? What are the things that you do every day that you have a commitment to that are do or die, like you've got to do them? So for example, you've got to shower, you've got to feed your kids and get them to school, you have to pick up the kids from school. What are the things that are just you can't miss out on? They have to happen. So these are the things that when you look at your calendar, when you give it that month overview, so we're going to do an overview month by month and break that down into our weeks, but you got to schedule them in ink. These are the things that don't change. You know what time you need to be at work, you know what time your kids need to be picked up. They don't really change. Maybe date night. Date night is a life priority for you and your spouse, so schedule that in. That's an unbreakable date. Something like your annual physical with your doctor is kind of unbreakable, right? Because you wait for a year to get that appointment, and if you cancel it, it's going to be another year. So what are the things that need to be inked in? They're not moving. Then discover or decide what are the hours that you're going to invest into your doTERRA business be. These as well should be blocked in ink. Now, blocked by putting a great big circle or a square around the time frame, because the location might change, but the amount of time that you want to block should remain the same. Everything else that is in your calendar, pencil that in. This is your flex time. This is really the only negotiable that you have in your calendar. So, maybe watching Netflix, that's a pencil in, right? Maybe you do something additional like volunteer at school. Maybe you do hot dog day or something like that. Is that really an ink block of time that's non-negotiable, do or die, you have to do it? Or is it a pencil in? Is it a flex thing that if you have time and you can make it work, that you'd be happy to work that into your schedule? So I can't tell you what those pencil things are, but there are a lot of things that people do on a daily basis that are time wasters, that don't contribute to their life, in positive ways, and maybe even drain them in some ways. So consider the things that aren't life-giving, aren't relationship building, and are maybe draining. And these are your pencil things, or maybe your things that you just let go of altogether. So this is very important. It's going to take the average person 2 to 4 years to make the level of income that they're looking to make from doTERRA, but that's also by you actually working your business, time blocking, and scheduling in your daily, weekly, and monthly success. So, of course, the other thing that we're going to schedule in is our pipes. Now, pipes is a doTERRA business funnel. It is replicatable. It is consistent. It doesn't matter whether you're a manager, a silver, a diamond, or a presidential. We all do these exact same business building activities: preparing, inviting, presenting, enrolling, and supporting. You can see below that there's actual guides and helpful things that you can download and print off and purchase to help move you along in those areas. But we want to look at, how do you actually schedule in pipes? Is this possible? So thanks to the genius of Alicia to be one of my uplines and 3-time presidential diamond, we have the 14-hour work week. And this is what it looks like. So pretty much everybody can find another 14 hours in their week. So if you imagine all the time you spend trolling Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or any of these other social media sites, maybe you're playing video games and you're watching Netflix, you can usually come up with about 14 hours a week that you can invest into growing your network, your community, up-leveling your own health and wellness, and also up-leveling the health, the wellness, the time freedom, and the financial freedom of you and your family. Now, the 14-hour work week looks like this. You're going to pick one day off a week. And so for me, that's Sunday. You might have a different day based on your other schedule, but it's a day where you're not working. This is a day where you're full of gratitude and thankfulness, where you're spending time with your family and resting, rejuvenating, relaxing. So you're going to have a couple of hours once a week where you're having your strategy calls with your team, your frontline leaders, your key leaders. So strategy calls for the week. And I recommend these early in the week because you want to set up the week for success. The other thing that we are going to look at is what's called our team calls. So once a week, my team has a call at 8 o'clock on Tuesday nights, and this is where we do business, we do training, we come up with activities and things to do to promote our businesses, and they can be a lot of fun, but it helps to promote community within your team, and spirit and camaraderie and healthy competition, and it really helps to boost people up. The other thing you want to look at is your 101 classes. So here on Wednesdays, we've got a standing 101 class where we're inviting new people to come and experience essential oils. And that's going to take about an hour and a half of your time. And then right after that, you want to schedule a BB training. So this is a business building training. Now, this can be for current business builders, but also to invite the people at your 101 class to stay to learn more about the business. So this is pretty strategic. You can always have some black bean brownies and let them know that you're going to be serving black bean brownies at your business builder training. The other thing that we can look at is the continuing ed classes. So what works for you in your community? Is it Saturday morning? Is it Thursday night? But once a week, you want to have an option for continuing education classes where you're teaching above and beyond the 101 to help your customer base learn to use their oils, to make their own products, to Come up with ideas to learn how to facilitate their own health and wellness. So those can be on a variety of different topics. And then the CNF means calls and follow up. So these are calls that you're making, whether they're to cold calls, your warm market. This is a kind would be your preparing. And then your follow-ups would be your supporting or your enrolling. Sometimes people might have to leave a class and you don't get to enroll them, so you want to make sure you follow up with them. And so if we add up all the hours on this work week schedule, we end up with 14 hours. And in 14 hours a week, you can be highly, highly successful and actually build yourself all the way to diamond on only 14 hours a week. Now, when we look at continuing education classes, the reason that we do them is because they increase our LRP. Okay, so the more you teach your customers and your community, the more they're going to use their oils, because you're teaching them how to use these new tools. You're giving them language, you're giving them experiences, you're giving them tactile and sensory experiences where they can take home and they remember how it felt when they did the body scrub on their hands and then the body lotion. They remember that feeling. They remember the feeling of the mud mask that you gave them. They remember the feeling when they came to a Symphony of Cells class and they were the tests on the massage table and they felt amazing afterwards. And so look at some of the continuing education that you may be doing or maybe not yet doing and see how you can utilize it to schedule your success by actually increasing customer retention through LRPs. Now, other kinds of classes. So you're going to hear this probably from a lot of the diamond leaders over the next few days and a couple weeks ahead. But your classes are 101s, 101s, 101. You need to be a master at the 101 class, because enrollments are crucial to the continuance of your business, not only from a customer base, but also from new builders. New business partners come to 101 classes and they get excited through what they see and they hear. Once you've built some community, that you have connections, that you have customers, then you want to start educating them, all right? So if you're going to different areas or different towns around where you live, or even different provinces or states, once you get a good enough customer base there and you're visiting there maybe every few months, you can teach a couple of 101 classes, and then you always have a continuing ed class. So this is something I learned through Diamond Club. After our first month of Diamond Club, and you're going to all of the different areas to visit your team, the following months we taught 4 or 5 101s in a 2-day period. And then we also taught a continuing education, because we wanted to invite the people that we just enrolled into an open, loving, supportive community. And we built that community through having continuing education classes and helping them to learn to use their oils and products. It doesn't matter what the classes are. Honestly, you can teach whatever you love to teach, and you can teach whatever your community wants to learn or needs to learn. It could be first aid. You could do classes on lifelong vitality or skincare. You could do classes on pets, children, moms and babies, cooking, stress and anxiety, mind, mood, emotions. The options are really limitless. And what we do recommend is that you do a cycle of maybe 8 classes that you and your team really love to teach, and you just cycle through them, and you can give a prize for these classes, right? So if they take all 8 classes, they're going to be gifted with a keychain with some sample oils in there, maybe an oil that represents each of the classes. So you could have punch cards or things like that. But again, you're scheduling your success, because when you give people something to draw them to the classes, more than just the education, they want to come. They want that keychain. They want those free oils. And so you're scheduling continued LRP VIP, you're scheduling continued interaction with your community and your customers. And so you can rotate. You don't always have to teach all the classes. So part of the classes is to actually up-level your builders and to bring them up to a leadership level where you can allow them to gain confidence in teaching. And so you can rotate through the classes, and once they feel confident and comfortable, they can take over those classes. At any continuing education class or any 101 class period, you always want to do a brief introduction to essential oils. And so even if you're teaching on pets or skincare or stress or anxiety, you want to talk to them about the why doTERRA and make it clear that you're only talking about doTERRA. You want people to realize they just can't go home and pull any oil that they've had for the last 20 years out of their cupboard, and they can't just stop by at Walmart on their way home and pick up an oil that they don't have. So you're always giving them a brief overview at every class. You can make it short, and at the end of the class, you're always giving an opportunity to enroll. You can enroll at any kind of class. Cooking classes, skincare classes, but you're always giving them an opportunity to enroll and to invite their friends to the next event. So especially if you're doing a class that maybe they're getting a bit dirty, so maybe skincare, maybe you're doing some roller bottles or making some things with kids, you always want to give them that opportunity and tell them about the oils before you launch into the hands-on. And then as well, at the end of the class, when things are wrapping up and people are getting ready to go, you want to remind them that you're there to talk to them about their health and wellness needs, right? And you can even talk to them privately. Always try and link your classes to their needs. If you're doing a bath bomb class, what do they need physically or emotionally, right? So these are great opportunities for you to schedule your daily successors. Now, you'll notice that after you teach a 101 class on our 14-hour work week, that you want to schedule business builder classes. And really, there's 4 main business topics. You should have a basic 101 overview of the business that's fairly short. Don't go into any deep details, because the deeper details are for that one-on-one where you're really looking to see, what is their actual interest? Are they frontline builders or not? But you're going to teach a little business overview for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then for an additional 10 to 15 minutes, you can talk about teaching classes and follow-up, you can do commission, you can do rank advancements and placements and attracting builders, and you can cycle through that. So you can make your business builder classes about 45 minutes long, leaving 15 minutes for questions. So if you're not having business builder classes, you're probably not attracting a lot of business builders. So again, we want to build in and create success. And part of that in the invitation is not just to 101 classes, but you're also inviting to learn more about the businesses. So the I in the pipes is inviting both the 101 continuing ed as well as builder classes. So I'm going to invite you to do today what others won't, so you can do tomorrow what others can't. When we look at the doTERRA lifestyle, we really are selling a lifestyle. We're not actually selling oils. We're selling a lifestyle. We're selling that lifestyle with the exercise and the eating well, the exercise, the rest and reducing stress, the reducing the toxic load. This is a lifestyle that we're selling. We just happen to have these really amazing tools to partner with that type of a lifestyle. And the lifestyle that you can create through building a healthy business is literally the time freedom, the wellness freedom, the financial freedom to do the things that you dream of doing with your family anytime that you want. And so by being very proactive and building in a schedule of events every week, you are going to build yourself a success network that will allow you to do what other people won't. Other people will still be hauling buckets, and you will be having that residual income pipeline. So if you do these things consistently, you will reach diamond and beyond. This is a guarantee. So I'm going to invite you. come and claim your dream, right? Be the fish that swims against the grain. Be the fish that says, I'm not going to be stuck here anymore. I'm going to schedule it in and I'm going to rock out my doTERRA business. I'm going to invest in my business so that I can have my dreams come true for myself and my family. So your homework is this. You're going to create your success schedule. So you're going to take out your calendar or go online and print off a 1-month calendar. You're going to time block all of your priorities in ink, all of those important pickup times or those non-negotiable schedules, like what time you wake up or what time you have to go to bed and date night, okay? But also you need to time block your pipes. You need to look at your schedule, maybe talk with your spouse, and determine what are the time blocks that you are willing to invest in your business. If that's 2 hours a week, then make sure that that is the best 2 hours of time, that is non-interrupted, that is non-negotiable. You are not checking out Facebook and playing on social media. Guys, that is not business building. Business building is face-to-face, heart-to-heart, knee-to-knee, that you are connecting with people. You're either preparing a class, you're inviting to classes, you're presenting or teaching these classes, you're enrolling, and you're supporting. That is your business building activities that you have to time block each and every day. If you only have 15 minutes, make sure those 15 minutes you are very focused in getting your work done. And then I want you to schedule your success party. And so dream about, reaching the rank of elite or premier, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. Plan that time in your calendar and circle it and put party stickers all around it, and know that by maybe you're going to put out there by August 30th, 2019, that you're going to be gold and you're going to walk at convention. So circle that and plan that. Make sure that that's part of your spirit, part of your dreams, that your spouse knows that your kids know that you're working towards an end goal, so that you're not fumbling around, that you have a plan, that your coach and your upline can help you with that plan and get it executed so that you can reach all of your goals and all of your dreams. So I just wanted to thank you for joining us. I hope that you're enjoying these 14 days, 14 ways towards success and rocking out your business. If you have any questions, let me know. Have an amazing day, and don't forget to schedule your success. Have a great day.